Morning. Let me start this vlog with a little bit of a gripe. I put out a video yesterday that said I didn't like a meal, and I put out a few vlogs that say I don't like the pollution. If you like pollution, you like the air needing to be checked on your phone in order to go out, then more power to you. It's something I don't like about living in China, or coastal China in particular. Does it mean that I hate China? No. But does it mean that I should like everything about China because I live here? Of course not. People are allowed to dislike certain aspects of their surroundings. It's how things get fixed. Voicing opinions. I say this because a lot of people are giving me grief. They're actually saying, go back to the USA. You don't like the food, you don't like the air, go back. But I don't know if you guys watch my videos enough. I eat a lot of food in China, and 90% of it I engorge myself with because it tastes great. Do I like it all? No. Should I like it all? No. Do I like everything about China? No. Am I happy living here? I think that's pretty obvious that it's a yes. It's just funny how some people watch my videos, and it seems like they've watched my videos for a long time, and they expect me to simply say everything is beautiful, rosy. Come on. I pride myself on these vlogs being a fairly accurate representation of my thoughts and feelings about where I am, whether I'm in China or America or whatever. And saying that, I'm not 100% happy with America, all the things about America, but I'm not going to hold back on talking about those things, just like I'm not going to hold back on talking about some of the things that frustrate me about China. But I think it would be interesting to know my points of view on what I do not and do like about China. It's funny, those people that are arguing, they're not listening that I actually do want to do a balanced video. I want to do a video about what I like about China, which is going to be very interesting, and I want to do a video about what I don't like about China. But if you want to tell me that you think pollution is hunky-dory, and I should keep my mouth shut, and I should like every meal that I eat, that's just goofy. And why would I do that? That would be the most boring vlog ever. Oh, this is good. All right, gripe finished. I'm dropping off the dogs at the groomers, then I'm going to DJI to check out my drone. I flew it a few times, but I haven't really been able to use the video I shot with it because it has this weird jitter. And I think the gimbal has a problem, so I'm gonna take it there. Might do something else quite interesting, but I'm not gonna tell you yet, because if I don't do it, I don't want to include it in the vlog. Come on. All right, we're gonna drop the dogs off, get back on the road. Huluobo's ass hair is too long, and so her poop is getting stuck in her butt, and she's dragging it all over the house. The other day, I found a little turd. It was right between my computer and like the couch. Impossible, she pooped there. And then finally we figured it out. Oh, her little butt hair is like hijackers, hijacking poop and then dropping them different places. All right, they tested it out. And you know what? They didn't find nothing. It's that whole wash your car theory. When you want your car clean, it rains. When your car's dirty, it never rains. I want to show them the problem. I don't got the problem. as soon as I leave and fly, I'll have the problem again. I know it. Okay guys, I'm headed to the last known location of Mavic Mark 1. And I have my wetsuit. I have all this stuff. I'm a little nervous. I don't like cold water. And freezing cold water, I really don't like. But the day is kind of warm. Might be one of my last remaining chances to go get it. So hoorah, right? All right, above me is the mall, and then near that is the river. I'm a little nervous. Let's see what happens. There's one thing I'm lacking, and it's weight. Wetsuits are notoriously buoyant. And even though I can sink pretty well, when you're wearing all this neoprene, you end up floating. I don't have a weight belt, which is the most ideal, but I do have a couple of exercising weights, like dumbbells, and I think if I can get down there with it, I can use my other hand to look around. Okay, so like I said before, right there, that's where it hit. It's not too far out, actually. It must have flown backwards after it hit and then landed just about somewhere right about here. Another kind of important thing I forgot is a towel. I'm gonna be mucky and muddy when I finish. But the air is blowing a little bit, so there's a little breeze and it's pushing the muck that normally is the top layer of this water down the way, which is good. Maybe it'll give me an opportunity to get in there and not get completely doused in muck and mud and dirt and grime. I got it. It was so close. I actually swam all the way around here. I couldn't find it. But then I went right here, I found it. I'm gonna be the first one to say that I do not think this drone survived. But I got it. This is how it came out. The wings were half folded down. There's a lot of corrosion in there already. It looks pretty nasty. The motors are probably all corroded as well. Yeah, look at that, nasty. But you know what? That was not the point of getting that drone. Getting that drone was the point of getting that drone. All right, that's a good start to the new year. I got you. All right. Accomplishing goals. This was a pretty major one. And I feel refreshed and cool and comfortable. Awesome. What else can I accomplish today? I'm all dried up. I changed in the car. I'm gonna get myself a coffee. And then I'm gonna solve 2 drone mysteries today. The first was where in the river was a drone. We solved that one. The second one, do you remember when I crashed the drone into that monument thing and I never found the camera? I've always had a suspicion that the camera was embedded in the monument somewhere. Somehow the impact of the drone actually lodged the camera in there. So it's not far from here. I'm gonna get a coffee, then I'm gonna go to that spot and see if I can fly some drone reconnaissance and find that camera. Then at least I have answers. And answers are nice things to have. You know what? Screw the coffee. I'm drinking way too much coffee these days anyways. I was literally gonna buy a coffee for the sake of buying a coffee. No other reason. All right, so now I'm at the site of the first crash. If you remember, I was flying over that building, or trying to, and my first actual flight, I was gonna go from here all the way across. See that red spire there? I was gonna go all the way over it, but I miscalculated. very slightly, and I bam, hit it. A few blades broke, but I was able to land it, and I thought things were good. But when it landed and I finally inspected it, I found out that the camera was missing, and I looked everywhere for that camera. And I always suspected that it was up there. So now I'll be able to use the new Mavic 2.0 to give me some knowledge. Now, is it getting my camera back? No. These things today are simply answers to questions. So now I'm gonna answer the question, where did my camera go? Hopefully. Well, we've solved the camera mystery. That is where the camera is. No way I can get at it. And even if I did, there'd be no reason to. It's broken. But at least I know where it went. I looked all over the place for it. I thought maybe it fell in some bushes. Answers to questions are good to have. I'm gonna bring the drone in, head back to the house, take a shower. I'm covered in dirty water. Catch you later.